There's a sign there's a sign up here. You might be able to see that. So for the MTR, you just follow that red octopus and you can always get to the MTR. I mean, streets are a little busy, but not much. And usually by now it's shoulder to shoulder. But we've had a surge in COVID cases recently, so most of the businesses have changed to work from home. We have a few little street vendors here. If you want to find it on the map, we're on Hanoi Road, where it meets K11 Road. I'm going to walk over there and show you. There we go. Teslas do really well here. There's a lot of short trips, stop starts, so Tesla's really great for that because they're not burning gas most of the time. So they've been really burning up the sales in Hong Kong. Quite an interesting mix here between all these little third world country things where like bamboo construction poles, and then you have these top-end fashion houses right next to them. These parks are scattered all over the city. They're nice. The government does a pretty good job of them. Have a seat here and watch people all day long, or just relax for a few minutes. This is the K11 Art Mall, one of the entrances for it. The Art Mall here has become quite the artistry destination point lately. They have a lot of performers who walk around the mall. They have a lot of high-end retailers in the mall. All the name brands have started there. A bunch of good eateries, so it's really coming together in recent years. Up ahead of us is the Peninsula apartment, not to be mistaken for the Peninsula Hotel, which is a five-star hotel one street away. This is not that. There's a Holiday Inn up there that you can see. It's the Golden Mile Holiday Inn in Hong Kong. So if you're ever looking for somewhere that's cheap and right down in the middle of everything, well, there you go. This is Bristol Avenue here. You can see things still closed up mostly. Everybody walking to work. This is the back of Miramar Mansion, one of the famous mansion houses in Hong Kong. Here on the right we have a Starbucks. Can never get away from those, huh? The mansions in Hong Kong, Miramar and Chungking, are quite famous. They have a lot of ethnic population that populates it, and a lot of vendors there. So if you want Indian food or various other kinds of ethnic food, you can go there and get it about as authentic as anywhere else in the world. This is the MTR exit in front of me. Over here, the way I came before, there's a cigar shop, cigar barber. So you get to smoke while you get a cut. Off on the right here is a kind of an icon of Hong Kong. It's the Choi Wah Restaurant. Choi Wah is wonderful. Kind of a mix of Western food and Hong Kong food. Really good curry, and even have decent spaghetti and other things. They serve steaks and mostly cheap food, but it's good for the local flavor. Here in this part of town, TST, most of the restaurants are going to be able to speak at least some English. This is the side of Miramar Mansion. I kind of want to give you a glimpse here. The shops are not open yet, most of them, but they're stocking it, getting busy. If you walk inside, there's hundreds of shops. Tailors and food and all kinds of miscellaneous things. This here in front of us is Nathan Road. Probably one of the most famous roads in Hong Kong, if not the most famous. Something out of a movie. We got a very leaky truck. Go up Nathan Road a little bit and then go down to the next one. Brinks drivers here, the equivalent of Brinks, security trucks, picking up money. They recently took away all their guns. They used to all carry these old shotguns, these old 12-gauge shotguns. And after numerous accidents and concerns about them losing their guns, they finally just took them all away. So now the drivers don't even carry weapons. I think they carry mace or something. Not that they're ever robbed. Hong Kong's a pretty safe city, so they don't worry too much about being robbed. Most of these buses are heading down to the harbor. The taxis also to the harbor, to the ferry, or to the various hotels here. There's a lot of 5-star hotels in this part of the city, and other touristy places. We have a few top schools here, like this one. cheap fashion options. If you like believe. This is on sale for 70 Hong Kong, which is about $9 US. So some really cheap, nice clothing. This is Cameron Road. Another MTR entrance here. You can see it's quite a mix here. A little bit of everything, you know. You have some locals, a few tourists, a lot of foreigners here. You can see there's Thai massage places and beauty places right next to HSBC. There's the tailors. Over across the street, up at the top of the steps, there's a big city park. It's huge. It's got 3 or 4 ponds full of fish and stuff for the kids and everything. It's quite nice. Those shops across the street that are all closed up, they're all in one big mini mall, strip mall, that opens up around 11 a.m. It's still pretty early in the morning here, about 10 a.m. So we're still waiting for the stuff to open. Nice time for walking around and seeing the city. We're going to wander around here for a bit and look at places. Then we're going to find somewhere to get some breakfast. No lack of those here. Kind of a superstore here, Don Donkey. It's a Japanese discount store, kind of their closest thing we have to Walmart. Have some nice Michelin-starred restaurants here, randomly placed. Big retailers do a nice job of doing a display here. This is Descent. Another big school across the way here. Right across from a coach. Coach of New York. They're open already. Here on the right on Kimberley Road is a mall called Mirror Place, next to the Hotel Mirror. The Hotel Mirror is one of the nicer malls in Hong Kong. They have a great buffet. food buffet every night. A parade of top-end cars here. People hand the stuff out on the sidewalks. They get permits and hand stuff out, but people hate them. They're just getting away. This shady area. Get to walk under some trees. As of today, the vaccine has just started being distributed in the UK, but here in Hong Kong we don't have it yet. And there's laws requiring everybody to wear masks whenever you're out in public or face a 5,000 Hong Kong dollar fine. They just raised the fine amounts because too many people were ignoring it. I'd say it's close to 100% compliance. I don't think I've seen too many people without masks today, especially not just walking openly. Traffic's a bit loud. St. Andrew's Church here, one of the oldest properties and churches in Hong Kong. I don't know how big their total property is, but just from what I can see, this storefront space is probably worth 100 million Hong Kong or more, maybe even in the billions. Having a long storefront on this part of Nathan Road is incredibly rare. They obviously bought it long ago. I'm sure someday they'll cash out and rake in all their money. Have a ice cream flavored rubbish bin, trash bin, because this place serves gelato. There's some traffic here. There we go. And we're back off to the races. Yet another McDonald's. Over across the way there, you can see a KFC. Can't escape the American influence here. These bamboo poles here are for construction sites. Kind of have to walk under them. This is the intersection with Austin Road. Following straight lights. I'm going to take a little detour and head down Austin Road, see what there is to see here. And doctor's offices. There's one of the many Hong Kong cake shops. You can see it's high-end. Most of the cake shops here are like this. And these prices are all in Hong Kong dollars, of course, so around 15 US per cake, but some of these are quite a lot more. You see some of those are 348 Hong Kong. Only $50 US a cake. Here we have bun selection, different kinds of pastries, egg tarts, coconut tarts. Here we have some cookies, they call them pastries. These dresses are bridal studio. They have Chinese bridal dresses. You can see they're kind of an oriental look, and they account for your face mask. Give you some something to put on your head to make the face mask look not so obvious. A lot of traffic here, but not many people. Still early, but we're slowly waking up. In front of us here is the Hong Kong Jockey Center. It's where they do all the betting on the horse racing. They're also a big charity in the city. We have a few horse tracks here in Hong Kong where they race. Kind of a holdover from the British days. These green minibuses like the one you see here get you pretty much everywhere you want to go in Hong Kong if you don't like taking the MTR. The MTR hits all the big places, the green minibuses hit all the small places. We have a local place here, the Hong Kong local delicacy. We have some stewed beef brisket. Like that. We have some stir-fried noodles, some shrimp wonton, some roasted spare ribs, pineapple buns, milk tea, and congee. Bit of a construction area here. If you live in Hong Kong long, you get used to this. Seems like about 20% of the city's under construction at all times. I'm going to take a break here and explore a local grain market. And then we'll be back on our way.